guys, this is Veronica and thanks for joining me in Planning 101. I am glad to be back and planning. So I'm just going to show you some quick tips on stamping in your planner. I know a lot of you have expressed not wanting to stamp in your planner because it makes you nervous in case you make a mistake. So this is basically a video for those who haven't really tried it and are kind of wondering about it. I guess it's for planner newbies, but it's basically a 101 on like the supplies you need and some concerns you might have. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and show you, this is a planner I have, and this is the one I've been using since July. It is the Brit & Co., which is Brit & Company planner. I found at Target for $15. It's really colorful. She had a bunch of different designs. I chose the one with the flowers. I just like the pattern and I like the gold. And it has cute quotes. So I've been using it since July, like I said, and I do a lot of stamping on mine. I was a little worried about the paper. Before this planner I was using the Get to Work book, which is a fantastic planner, and I loved it because it was just black and white, so you got to add all the colors you wanted to. I decided to give this one a try because of the price. So for $15 I'm like, well, I could test it out, and if I don't like it, that's fine. I'll just move on to another one. So the paper is kind of thin. It felt very thin to me, and I was a little hesitant on it because of its thinness. But I will show you, well, before we jump right into this, I will show you the things you need for planning, stamping on your planner. So a good planner is key. I have this one, like I said. Some inks. I use the Kelly Perky ones, which are a little dirty, a lot. They're the color ones that are just a dye ink. And I do use, for the blacks and grays on my planner, I use StazOn. These do bleed through, but they're a permanent one, and I really like how dark they stamp. So these also do bleed through a little on this planner. They had no problem on the Get to Work book. And I will leave links in the bottom. I'm not affiliated with them, or nothing like that. It's just they were planners that I've used before and I really liked. So these inks I really like, but in this planner they do bleed a little, and I'll show you a tip on just how to, don't worry about that, don't stress out about that. I got little cheapy inks at Michael's, so you can find a bunch of little different colored inks, which from anywhere really, and you just collect them, and I have them in this little bowl and I use them throughout my planner. And like I said, I use these too. And you're gonna need some acrylic blocks. You can find, I found these at Michael's. So there's some in the 99-cent. I think this one was like 99 cents because it's a little tiny 2x2, maybe 3x3 square. And then I have a bigger one for bigger stamps. I usually use the smaller one because the planner needs like little small spots to stamp on. And when they do get stained, they will get stained with StazOn. They will get stained with some certain inks. I actually use just a regular bottle of hairspray to remove, so I use this one. And I just spray all over the block, and then I wash it off, and all the ink comes off. Because you really want a clear block so you can see exactly where you're stamping, and you're not thinking that the ink that's on there is going to get on your, because I did that a couple times where I'm like, oh no, I'm going to get ink on the planner, but works out perfect if you just wash it every once in a while. And then I do use erasable pins. This really helps me with planning because I will go in, I'll write something in the planner that will remind me, like, oh, we're going here, write it down, and if something changes, I just erase it. So that works too. And then I have a trusty basket. I haven't really figured out a way to and you can hear my sigh because I'm like, oh, I don't know how to organize these stamps. But I do have all kinds of stamps from all different brands. I use that I find, any cute stamps that I find. Some of my favorites are Felicity Jane, from Kits, from Studio Calico, from Gossamer Blue. There's just all these different types of stamps that I have just fallen in love with. And of course, you know, shameless plug here, my stamps, we just released 4 new stamps in my shop, and I'll leave a link below, that I've been using for summer, for Obsession of Tacos, for, you know, outside adventures, and just, you know, polka dot numbers. But I have a ton of stamps that, see, I use a lot of my own because, well, they're my own. And so I just stick them in here, and whenever I need something, I just look through them and I'm like, oh, that was cute, I'll use that. And then I place it back in. So that's how I've been storing my stamps. So you will need to find cute acrylic stamps from various shops, and you'll need some ink, some blocks, and that's pretty much it. You know, a pen to write information. There are stamps that are more decorative, with the decorative purpose. You know, these are very decorative, this little food, taco truck. And then there's the more functional stamps, which we tend to make more decorative stamps. Wow, see, look, I have stickers popping out. There are functional ones, which I guess I used that one and I didn't place it back. So there are some with functionality of stamping in your stamp. This one's a functional stamp you can place. And there are some that are really small, and I'm not very fond of the very small ones because my planner's kind of big. But it all depends on what you want to, you know, use how you want to use your planner, how you want to decorate it. And I'm more of a decorative type of planner. I go in, I place all my planning information on my planner, and then from there I decorate. I'll just, on a Saturday night or, you know, on a Friday night, I go in and I just decorate with stuff. So let me get in and show you an example. So here is a page that I hope you can see. I'll move it closer. I've used washi tape on here, stickers, little embellishments, but basically what I do is I go in and I say, you know, I set the doctor appointment for the kids, grocery shopping, and then I go in and I use, that's why I use the erasable. They're these friction, if you've never heard of them, they're friction pilot erasers. Got them at Target. I'll give you a close look. And they came in a pack of 5, I believe. So there was different colors, black, pink, red, and I believe gray and blue. And so I use these. These are really cool because you can erase them. So you write something and then see, once again, this video is for those who are newbies to this. So then you just erase it with the friction of, it's not really an eraser, it's just the friction of rubbing it has erased it. So that's what I use. And sometimes you can see where I erased it, but I'm not too concerned about that because this planner is basically, for me, it's cool to look back on it and look at the things you did that weekend and, you know, just reminisce. And sometimes I don't use anything. Like here's an example where I went in and wrote down everything I had to do and then didn't go back and decorate. So sometimes you decorate, sometimes you don't. And here's an example of some of the stamps. My camera's going to be a little shaky, I'm sorry. Some of the stamps did bleed through. So here I used, I think they were the Kelly inks that I used, and I pressed really hard and they did bleed through. If you can see, this paper is pretty thin, but there's a quick fix to that. You just can put decoration on that side. You can decorate with washi tape or with stickers, and so I have a big trusty bag of stickers. This is another thing. I should probably do a video on organizing your planner supplies, because I'm not very good at organizing, but I am, it works for me. And whatever works for you, great. So I have this big bag of, it was from a Studio Calico kit. And I just place everything. I'll take this. Okay, so I'm going to show you the stamping that I do and how I fix errors and things like that. Here are a couple of little things that I will use. I will use little tags and words on there. There's various companies that make tags. We make tags. We have some in our shop that you can just, place in certain areas of your planner. There are the big stickers that they sell at Michael's that fit perfect in the boxes, but they're for different planners. I believe My Mind's Eye makes some. I'm not sure, but they just place them on there. And then there's little embellishments that you can use that are enamel dots. That's how I made the Mickey Mouse head, but just all sorts of things to decorate your planner. You can find a bunch of paper clips from various stores and just buy paper clips, and those are cute for decorating the sides of your planner. Stick them on there. But let's go ahead and show how to stamp on here. So we are going camping before school starts. I don't know if school started for you, but school starts for our kiddos on the 21st. So we're going to go camping, and so I will decorate this with some camping stamps and stickers. So I have nothing set for Friday except for dinner because my birthday's coming up. With the girls. So we're having a girls' night out. I do have to work, unfortunately, on Friday. So then I just go in, after I've written stuff, then I just start stamping. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate the bottom with some washi tape, and I'll just put some washi tape on the side. And so now you can just watch the decorating process, I guess. These are just cute little washi tapes. To sometimes have clean edges on my tape. So this one kind of ruined. Place it here, and you can stamp on here if you wish. You can write it in, but I'm going to start stamping. So I'll go back to my stamps, and of course I'll pull out the ones that are relevant. So I think happy hour is a good one for this week. There's also Good Eats. That's a cute one. So I went ahead and grabbed the ones that I think that would look cute on this page. You just grab some stamps. Here's a cute one. Oh Darling, Let's Be Adventurers. That's a cute one. That would probably go good right here. I was looking for a camping one. I have one of ours that has a little camper, which is really cute in hiking. So I think I'll use those two. And then this one's a good working one for work. I could replace that. Hooray for weekends, but let's just get some on here. Let's go ahead and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I just get the little acrylic block in case you've never done this before. If you have, please don't leave me negative comments and thumbs down just because you've already done this thing. Great, you're a pro. So fantastic. Don't leave nasty comments. Not appreciated. So I just use a little ink and I dab it on the stamp. This is the way I do it. You can try it the bottom, you know, pressing down. It's all up to you. You find your groove. There is no right, there is no wrong. You know, we all learn on, we learn our own way, right? And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to try it this way, and then it doesn't turn out right. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. But we learn on our own. And then I go ahead and wipe this down with a little wipey, which I don't have right now. So I will wipe them after this video. And so then I just grab other stamps that I need from here. Like this little cute guy who's hiking. And then I just place it on the block. And I will use the Stays On. So here's a little tip on these. This cover, it specifically says do not discard. Yeah, pay attention to that because I've thrown them away and they've dried out. I was like, oh, what's this little plastic thing for? And I've gotten rid of it. And so, yeah, it dries out. So there's a reason for that. So this one I just press down pretty hard. And so you can see how much ink you have because of the clear block. And then I just press on here. It Stays On, smells good. And I will just decorate right here because I'm sure we will go camping. I mean, we will go hiking while we're camping, right? And see, there it goes. The Stays On will stain your stamp. Do not stress out about that. You're going to use it again. Just give it a good wipe and place it back where you had it so you don't lose it. And I don't stress out. Some of the stamps stay stained. That's okay. They're mine. Just make sure you're putting away your inks because they will dry out. Lesson learned. And so basically I just start decorating. I use different colors. It's a whole lot of fun. It really is. I was really paranoid about making mistakes because I would stamp and then I would make a mistake and I'd say, okay, this doesn't work for me. I can't keep doing this. But there's just ways you make a mistake and you can just cover it up with some washi. You can put a sticker on here and fix it. You can put a tag on here, like a little, you know, tag. There, clip it. It's done. You've covered up your mistake. You can, yeah, there's all sorts of ways to covering it. You can use a big embellishment. Here are some embellishments that are like little rubber embellishments that have, they're self-adhesive, and you can stick it on there and cover it. This one doesn't cover it, but I'm just giving you the example that they can. A cupcake. Of course, this doesn't, well, dinner with the girls, I guess, can be cupcake. I'm celebrating my birthday, but it will cover it. So what I'm telling you is you can cover it with embellishments, washi tape, stickers, big stickers. I know I have big stickers, a lot of big labels that will cover this. This is a big good sticker. That could cover a yes. Like, see, if I used yes, that would cover it. And we move forward. So many people have told me, like, no, I don't like stamping because of that fact. I don't like the mistakes blaring at me in my on my planner. But the truth is you're the only one that's going to see it. So maybe your kids will see it down the road, but it's basically for you, right? It's for your own memory keeping. It's for your own enjoyment. This really, for me, it's fun. Like, I like to decorate things, and so that's what it's all about, is you just relaxing and doing what you like to do. So here are some good examples. If you can see, I will fix this on this side. You can see that the little camper did go through. So I will use something to cover it up. Let's go ahead and washi tape that. So if you just place a little washi tape here. And then add a little bit more color. And then add something cute there. I will use, which one would go good with birthday dinner? I'm having a lot of dinners, can you tell? So I'll just put a little heart there. So let's use this little heart. No, I don't like that color. Sorry. So I'll just put a little heart on there, and that's it. That's all we need. So just a cute little heart there. And so it's just all about having fun and staying relaxed and not worrying about so much what other people's planners look like, and more what you like. So you can add all the little decorations that you want, because this is what it's about. It's about you enjoying planning. When you have to. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check the description box to see any shops that I listed for you in regards to the product that I use in this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday, and thanks for joining me. I hope to be back soon. Bye.